Hello and welcome! We've talked about all the princess movies earlier on this year and we covered everything, but there was a lot of direct-to-video sequels that came out involving the princesses, and I'm not going to cover all of them because there would be too many to talk about. As well as in the beginning I never wanted to focus on the direct-to-DVD and video releases, but it is Christmas time and therefore there was one that did come out that relates to it, and that's the exception. So today we're going to talk about Beauty and the Beast, the Enchanted Christmas. Beauty and the Beast, the Enchanted Christmas was released in 1997. It was one of the first direct-to-video releases that they tried out, and within the late 90s and early 2000s, Disney decided to just go full gear on all of these direct-to-video releases. They never wanted to release sequels into theaters, but they decided to do it for home video only, and this was one of the first that they tested, and it was very successful. We do have most of the same cast back that was in the original film too, so we actually do have a very full star cast, plus others that are legendary stars that are involved in this. So it's a very interesting mix. Paige O'Hara is still Belle and Robbie Benson's still the Beast. David Odin Steers is still Cogsworth and Jerry Orbach is still Lumiere. But then we have our additions of Benedict Peters, who is a wonderful diva.
Well, it's fun because your imagination goes crazy and you can kind of imagine what the little characters may be doing, what they sound like. You get to create it with the animator.
And Tim Curry, who I love so much, as our new characters.
Get to be the bad guy.
Oh no, I am Maestro Forte.
And then Haley Joel Osment also takes the place of Chip in this movie because the original actor Bradley Pierce was too old and his voice changed, so they did have to replace him, but everyone else is the same. And this movie takes place during Christmas time. They begin a year after the curse was broken. It's their first Christmas in the castle after the curse has been lifted. But they go into a flashback to talk about what happened the previous Christmas, and that's the entire story. It's still when Belle trying to help Beast get over his flaws, and it's her first Christmas in the castle. There is a really interesting storyline, and they do have a really nice storyline, but there is a concern that the timelines don't match up with continuality, because you find out that the Beast was cursed upon Christmas years ago, and that's why he now hates Christmas, because he was turned into a monster.
Who disturbs my Christmas?
Please take this rose in exchange for shelter from the bitter cold.
I don't need a rose. Go away, you wretched old hag.
But in the first film, I would have never connected that it was Christmas time during that. And even in the remake, now that we have the 2017 Beauty and the Beast in this picture with more of that backstory, it gets a little confusing because he was having a party, never was a Christmas party, and he got turned. So if you're watching all of the Beauty and the Beast films, sometimes things aren't adding up. And in this case, we just have to push everything away and just picture this in an alternative universe, so that way we don't have any conspiracy theories, because otherwise I could go on an entire rant into detail and we don't want to do that. We also have our main villain Forte, which is played by, of course, the wonderful Tim Curry, because he's known playing with villains very well. But I really love him. I think he did an amazing job. Even though it was just a voice, I love the way it was acted out. I think he was amazing in this film. So I'm biased and I loved the character of Forte, and I did like the effects they did along with it.
Is this happy enough for you, master? I know. I'm downright giddy.
We do have some musical numbers in it as well. And this film is best known for As Long as There's Christmas.
As long as there's Christmas, I truly believe that hope is the greatest of the gifts we receive.
This is the first time it's in the movie. It has been covered a couple different times. We did have a version with Peebo Bryson and Roberta Flack, which I do believe they did the original Beauty and the Beast pop version. So it was cool to see them back again.
Oh, as long as it's Christmas, I truly believe that hope is the greatest of the gifts we'll receive. We'll receive.
It's not a perfect film, it is a lower quality of a film, but it still is very good for a standalone spin-off in a sense, and it was the first one he did, so it was a good try, and it's very short. It's only over an hour long, basically a little bit over an hour. I think it's still enjoyable to just put on the background while you're decorating for Christmas, and it's something to still put on the list, so I would still say check it out. Beauty and the Beast as a whole was really cute, and it was a really cute story, and I did enjoy the music of it, so not the best, but not the worst. Still a good, cute Christmas film. Tomorrow we're going to continue on with The Christmas Visitor. It's a very obscure film that I'm so excited to talk about, so you can stay tuned for that. And as always, I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you real soon.